Who's going to be the baddest dude when you come on these white lines? Be the baddest dude on these white lines starting tonight. No excuses. Let's do this thing.
Welcome to episode 8 of the Brett Beard Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. I'm Cooper Burrell, and as always, I'm here with Coach Beard. Coach Beard, how you doing?
Well, thanks for having me. We're getting better, so we moved in the right direction, so I'm doing all right.
Coach, you had a tough loss, a very hard-fought loss to Sandoval last week, losing 14-7. Let's just talk about that real quick.
I can tell you just kind of off the hoof. I mean, I was really impressed defensively. I thought that's probably one of the better defensive games we've ever played since being here at Denham. We gave up a couple big plays and bent, but never broke, and made some big plays in critical times, and got some big stops in critical times, and was really pleased there. Offensively, we got going and moved the ball, and just kind of made some bad mistakes that cost us. And I thought for the most part it was a solid game. It wasn't a complete game because of our mistakes, but to go into the pit against one of the best teams in the state right now this year, I thought we handled ourselves well going on the road. I thought we competed, and we had a chance there at the end. But again, we got to continue to clean us up and worry about us, and get the little mistakes cleaned up, and get hot at the right time. And that's kind of where we're at.
Let's get into these highlights. Jackets take the field at Sandoval in the pit, wearing all white. Very hyped up to play against Sandoval. As you see them all jumping around, getting hyped. The student section was also very hyped. Look at them in their pink out. Jackets start with the ball. Deshaun Goldman scrambles, looking downfield, and tosses it to number 7, Mason Varese, before he is brought down. A good little toss right there to keep the ball moving. 13, Goldman drops back again, looking to pass, and is caught by number 4, Tylen, who gets drugged down by his face mask. First down, Jackets. 4th down now, number 13, Goldman looking to pass, rolls out, starts to scramble, but getting finally brought down. Turnover on downs, Gators ball. Number 14, Cooper Babin, hands the ball off to number 22, Miles Dennis, and he is stuffed by number 99 and Caden Davis. 14 goes to hand it off again, but then drops back looking to pass, and it is intercepted by number 6, Deshaun McBride. You see Deshaun trying to fight to gain some yards, but finally it is blown dead. A great pick by number 6 there. Coach, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah, one thing we haven't been able to utilize a whole lot this year was the strength of our defense, which is the DBs against the pass. And so you got to take advantage of when they do decide to throw the football. We start stuffing the run, they're going to have to throw the ball more. And when they do, we got guys like 6, 7, 1, and 3 that can make big plays, and will continue to make big plays.
Yes, sir. Love to see Deshaun get a pick.
He was due for one. They finally somebody challenged him, and he was there to make the play, and he made it.
Denham with the ball. Goldman rolls out, looking downfield to pass, but finally he throws it out of bounds. See him laying there after throwing the ball out. Sandoval with the ball, looking deep, and is handed off to number 22, who is finally brought down by number 3, Brian Hawkins.
Great hustle play.
Second quarter now, 3rd and goal. Babin's looking to pass, rolls out, looking to score, and it is thrown to number 3, Michael Miller, putting the Gators up 7-0. Coach, let's talk about this right here.
Yeah, we put a little pressure on the quarterback. We made him move. Kid's a good quarterback. He really is. He's a lot of fun to watch. I know his dad well, played with his dad. But he made the play right there. The guy come across, which is always tough if they got that much time to let it develop. And kid made a great throw, great catch, and finished the drive.
Only points defense let up tonight. Goldman looks to pass, and it is complete to number 4, Tylen Haynes. Offense with the ball still. It is handed off to number 5, Hudson Byers, who makes his way up the middle, finally being dragged down by some defenders. Goldman looks to pass. It is once again to number 4, Tylen Haynes, which the ball is stripped and recovered by Sandoval. Coach, a tough strip right there from Tyler. Number 14 tries to give the ball to the running back, but is fumbled, but is called dead. Jackets recover the ball. A very odd sequence right here with the refs. Coach, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah, ended up being an inadvertent whistle. You can see the guy is, he's blown it's a blatant pitch, blatant fumble. But where the guy was standing his angle, he decided he blew the whistle and called it an incomplete pass, which I didn't know was the argument I had at the time. I didn't even know there was a chance of it being an incomplete pass. But that's what had happened. You can see the pitch, it is backwards, and the guy's coming in from over there. He's calling an incomplete pass. You'll see him moving his arms. But with the inadvertent whistle, it now goes back to the offense, who has the option of replaying the down. And that's really where it was. Had they just told me it was blown dead and incomplete pass, I would have much rather taken that.
Third down now. Gators go for the first down and get it. Number 14, Babbitt, looks to pass but keeps it and runs it up the middle, still running, finally getting out of bounds.
He runs better than his dad ever ran.
Babbitt looking to pass again, but is tackled by number 19, Kai Dryron. Kai just had a great game. Number 14, Babbitt, back to pass again, throws it to the end zone and is intercepted by number 1, Rancher Miller. Coach, let's talk about Rancher real quick.
Yeah, I mean, big players make big-time plays. Again, going back to what I said earlier, I thought the defense, we bent. We got our back against the wall a couple of times, and we answered up, this being one of the bigger plays of the night right here, to keep it at a one-score ball game. Big-time play by a big-time player. So excited to see him make the play.
Rancher has dropped a couple picks in practice. I'm glad he made this one. Number 13, Goldman, looking to pass and is complete to number 4, Haynes again, who tries to get by some defenders and is finally thrown down. Number 13, Goldman, back to pass again, looking, still trying to scramble, but is brought down. Jackets force the punt. Babin gives the screen pass to number 3, Millen. A big tackle by number 2, Jonas Clark. Gators are up 7-0 at halftime. Third quarter now, number 14, Babbins throws another screen to number 83, who makes his way downfield and is finally brought down by number 2, Jonas Clark. Babbin hands it off to number 83, who runs downfield and is finally brought down. Babbin looks to pass, looking downfield, finally scrambling and being sacked again by number 19, Kai Dryron. Jackets ball, it is handed off to number 22, RJ, who is brought down in the backfield. Jackets forced a punt. The punt goes over the head of the punter. He tries to get on it, but is pushed off and is recovered by the Gators, putting them up 14-0. Coach, let's just talk about this right here.
Hey, a bad snap got over his head. I don't know that he necessarily panicked. He might not have had the whereabouts just to go ahead and kick it out of the back of the end zone. But it's like I told him Saturday morning, ideally kick it out, but Sandoval gets the ball back. If they take advantage of that and score, well, then now you're at a different situation than what they got at 14-7 with us getting the ball back. Realistically, though, he's got to kick it out of the back of the end zone and take the safety. But, if we didn't teach him that or if he wasn't familiar with it, that's on me and that's on us. So we'll get it right.
Number 13, Goldman, looking to pass. It is complete to number 4, Tylen Haynes, who is brought down by a group of defenders. 13, Goldman looks to pass again, and it's a high pass, but caught by number 4, Tylen, who is brought down. A great catch and throw by the offense right there. Hudson Byers gets the ball and is stuffed in the backfield. Third down now, 13, Goldman looks to pass. It is caught by number 10, Seth Bishop. A great little run by number 10 right there. Jackets go for it on fourth down. Number 13, Goldman goes up the middle with a sneak and gets the first down. A great run by 13 right there. Fourth quarter, Third down, number 13, Goldman is back to pass and is under pressure and is brought down. Jackets go for the field goal. Sammy Hernandez puts it up, but it is called no good. Still 14-0. Number 14, Babin, back to pass, is caught by number 84 and is blown up by number 39, Trevor Lewis. Jackets ball again, 13, rolls out, looking downfield, and is caught by number 4, Tylen Haynes. 13 hands it off to number 22, Randall Johnson, who is finally brought down. A bad snap, but 13 picks it up, looking downfield, and is caught by number 7, Mason Vreese, who makes his way around and into the end zone to put the Jackets in the game, 14-7. Coach, let's talk about this right here.
Yeah, we're looking for a play to be made right here. Kid doesn't panic with a bad snap, gets it in his hands, sets his feet, lets Varice run his route, and of course we got to do a better job getting Varice the ball more than what we're doing. Kid is special, and you can see that as he finishes the drive, gets in the end zone. Awesome play, big time play for when we needed it. There in the fourth quarter. So we got us some momentum right here and have some chances.
Yes, sir. I almost called him Micah, wearing number 7. Gators ball, third down, 14 rolls out, but the pass is broken up by number 3, Brian Hawkins. Great play by Brian right here. Love to see him make those plays.
I love the energy.
Jackets ball, number 13, Goldman rolls out, passes it, and it is caught by number 7, Mason Varice for another big gain. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in regulation. Goldman gets it out to Peyton Puffer, but he fumbles. Gators recover. Coach, let's talk about this right here.
Well, look, kid's a second effort. He's trying to make something happen, but cardinal sin with the football is trying to switch hands while you're in traffic, and that's just doing too much right there. You watch him; he's trying to switch hands, and bang, he gets it knocked out. On the second effort right there. Just protect the football. Get the second effort and just finish strong. Just don't let him get it out of your hands by trying to switch. But a kid just trying to make a play.
Number 14, Babbitt, hands it off to number 9. He makes it up the middle, kind of tackle, but he gets away from it. Mason Varice tries to strip it, but is unsuccessful. A big game for Sandoval. It is another handoff, and the running back tries to make it up the middle, but is stuffed by a group of Jackets. The Gators attempt a field goal, but it is no good. A great stop by the defense. Third down, number 13, Goldman looking to pass. And he gets it out to number 4, Tylen Haynes, but he is short of the first down. Fourth down, game on the line. 13 passes number 22, but it is dropped. Turnover on downs. Gators kneel the clock out. Gators win 14-7. The Jackets fall to 3-4. Stats: Deshaun Goldman, 17 of 28 passing, 164 yards, 1 touchdown. Tylen Haynes, 8 receptions, 54 yards. Mason Varice, 4 receptions, 70 yards, and 1 touchdown. Coach, I want to talk about the defense. They held Sandoval to 7 points. They just played an amazing game. I just want to hear your comments on that.
Yeah, I said it earlier. I thought it was one of the finer games we've played. We've been at times and made big plays, got big stops when our back was against the wall. I think Seth Babin, the OC at Sandoval, does one of the best jobs we see all year. They got a lot of respect for him. Like I said, teammate of mine from back in the day. Does a phenomenal job coordinating the offense and really puts you in conflict. And I thought our guys really just bowed up and played. I couldn't be more proud. I think one of my favorite things of that video, though, where you see the growth, you can see that, but the juice. You finally played with some attitude and a little energy. And I think we forget that this is it's a tough game. It's a brutal game. And for you to be in week 7, week 8, week 9, you got to figure out ways to have fun. And a lot of times that's through that energy and that juice that you create together as a brotherhood and a bond. And you got to sometimes work to make it fun. And I thought we played with that kind of attitude back with that chip on our shoulder again Friday night, which we kind of lost that luster a little bit, it seemed like.
Coach, I do want to talk about the secondary in the box. We had the two interceptions by the safeties, and the box played a pretty good game. I just want to talk about that.
I think the biggest thing, and I think you recognize it too, I think we all recognize it, it's really the improved play of the two middle linebackers. Our D-line has grown up. There's no doubt they free those guys up to do what they do. But if you go back, this is probably Kai Dwyran's finest game of his career. Kid was flying around making plays all over the field, sniffed out the one screen, which was a great play, a huge play. And Trevor Lewis has gotten so much better in the box and so much more stout. He just gives us that big, strong athlete, that fast athlete that he can really disrupt a lot of offenses now that he's getting more comfortable with his reads and his fits. But I think the box ultimately is playing better because our two middle linebackers.
Coach, the offense didn't do as well with 2 fumbles and only 7 points, but the offense did get the ball moving around a bunch to the wide receivers.
Yeah, saw some good things. I thought our O-line at times really competed. I thought our tight ends did a better job playing, Friday night. It comes down to finishing drives. It's hard to watch at times. I think sometimes that we press a little bit, almost maybe as coaches we press a little bit. What gets us to that red zone, we sometimes try to get away from. I don't know if our quarterbacks put pressure on themselves when they get down there, but something right now isn't clicking when we get inside that critical in that red zone and finishing the drives. And that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for 11 offensive guys that can get to that critical zone, get to that red zone, and then just have the grit and gumption to finish the drive. We saw a little bit of that yesterday in practice. We saw, something that looked really good in against our defense. So if we can kind of get to where we're doing that on Friday night consistently, we got a chance to be a really good football team. And I think anybody that plays us will tell you that too. I mean, we're going through our emotional roller coaster ride, our physical roller coaster ride. The handling of the losses and a little losing streak. We haven't done that a whole lot the last year in what you were a part of. So there's a lot of things with new starters and inexperience that's kind of creeped in and caused us some disruption. But our guys and y'all have the grit, you have the attitude. You just got to remember what got us to this point and fight through it. And I think a lot of that has to do with carrying it onto the football field and defensively getting those critical stops like we saw. And offense has got to just finish the drives, and we just got to have the dudes that step up, the dogs that want to get it done. In essence, football talk, and dogs get the job done, and in football they got to get it done.
Moving on from Santa Maria in last week's game, I want to talk about EA. They are 1-6. Their record may hide how athletic they actually are.
Well, I mean, let's not forget it is EA. They do have the toughest schedule in the entire state. They've played a lot of teams that, them probably in their mindset lining up against the Destrans and the West Monroes, they're probably laughing at the idea of lining up against us because of who they've gone against, which could give them somewhat of an advantage psyche-wise. Now, I will tell you the thing I'm looking forward to most is we have great battles with them in the spring. We got great tests in the spring with them. Well, this is week 8. I mean, both coaching staffs have done their job throughout the year, throughout the summer. And really, I'm excited to see our growth from that time to this time, and who has stepped up, who has changed, who were factors early on and who are not factors now. Who's backed out of jobs, who's won jobs, and I want to see the job get done. And I'm really excited about seeing it.
Coach, what do you think the keys to the game is going to be against EA?
I think anybody that plays against EA will tell you. I think the key is we've got to start fast and we've got to score some points and get them to be uncomfortable. They are really big and strong across the front. Just really some great players, have had great players up front. If we want to get into that boxing match or that ground and pound with them, you would have to lean towards EA with the advantage because of how big they are and how strong they are in the box up front. But if we can get to where we jump out and keep them off balance and score some points and finish some drives, and you're looking at a 14, 17, 20-point lead, trying to get them to be uncomfortable and do things they don't want to do and press, I think we'll be in a great spot there. But if we get into a ground and pound, we're going to find out how tough we really are, because they are tough. So, don't read into the records. It's East Ascension, Darnell Lee. They do a great job. They're going to be ready to play, and they're going to come in ready to play us at a high level. And, quite frankly, they're going to have to match us anyway.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Brett Beer Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. I'm Cooper Burrell, as always. Thank you, Coach Beer, for joining me. The Jackets play at home this week, Friday at 7. It is senior night, so please come out and support us. Once again, thank you for watching this episode of The Brett Beer Show.